Hi, I'm Reynard Droste. I did my bachelor's in film arts and my honors in animation, specializing in animation and game design. So throughout my career so far I've seen a lot of advancement in AI technologies. So usually people are scared when they hear AI technologies and copyrighted stuff, especially in our creative field. People always talk about copyrighted stuff being stolen and things like that. But in the animation industry so far, or in 3D animation, all I've seen are tools being developed to enhance our workflows. The newest thing that I've seen is markerless motion capture. It's basically taking out your phone camera, recording yourself, and the AI recognizes your poses and you get your own motion capture recording out of that, which is amazing because you don't need to spend tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of rands in building your own studio or getting your own motion capture suite or anything like that. So it democratizes the whole industry, letting people, everyday people, just be able to have access to that amazing new workflow in animation. So I currently work for a Norwegian game studio called Ret Games. So the red thread in the name is that invisible line that connects stories, experiences, people, things like that. And I think that's the philosophy that the studio tries to hold by. Yeah, the current project that we're working on, called Dustborne, it's probably the one I'm most proud of because it's the longest project I've been part of. So just seeing the amount of work that I've done in the game is just amazing to me, and how amazing it's starting to look and everyone's work coming together. It's something I'm just really proud of. I think animation is inherently a collaborative thing. Like, it doesn't matter if you're working on your own, working with a team, eventually other inputs are going to come in and ideas are going to come out. Especially if you're working freelance and you're working with a client, there's always going to be a revision, another revision, another revision. So it's always a collaborative effort. I think in our team right now, we have a very good system where it's like this level thing. No one animator is a senior animator above the other one. We're all sharing our work, we're all sharing our ideas, we're giving feedback, we're giving critiques, and we're all just, I think it's a great thing because what ends up happening is all our work starts becoming more cohesive. It starts fitting the game and the style a lot more since we all have an input into it. No weird stuff is going to pop out that someone thought was a creative decision. We all eventually come up to a middle ground of what we want it to look like. It depends on what I'm busy with at the moment. I draw inspiration from a lot of places, from people in the industry, other animators, and games that I played that I want to emulate the style of. So an animator that I often look at is a guy called Li Su. He's a 3D animator in the game industry, and his work is just so amazing in a way that it looks appealing, it looks great, but it's also functional, which is a thing in game design when we're doing animation for games. You're trying to make a very good looking animation, and you also have to remember that animation has to be functional. So that's one person I always look to. I look to the people on my team as well. The other, like the senior animators that we have, Ivan and Guard. They're really like big inspirations. Seeing their work. I also draw inspiration from other people, like not necessarily style inspirations, but people that I look up to. People like Nathan Ventura is a He's a guy that I worked with on a different game, and just hearing his story and what he's been up to and what he wants to achieve is great. Also, people like Stuart Fahey. He's an animator at Ubisoft. I've connected with him, and he motivated me in doing motion capture. So I specialized my 3D animation in motion capture, and in that process I met a lot of great people, the Stuart Fahey and Graham Colley, and they really just mentored me and motivated me, getting my foot in the door, basically. So the current project I'm working on, Dustborne, is we just started using motion capture. I was actually brought in to do that, and the thing is, because we just started doing it, we had a limited amount of motion capture data that we could use. So the big challenge was that, and the creative challenge with that was using this same set of motion capture data and applying it to multiple characters, each having their own unique bodies and their own unique personalities, and still using the same motion set but editing it to make it look unique to each character. I think with the previous project I worked on was a VR basketball game with very stylized characters. So now we have motion capture data coming in from a normal proportion person and applying that to this tall, lanky type of person, and it becomes a challenge because you want the animations to look plausible in the world that they're in, so you don't really want foot sliding or anything like that. But with the proportions, you have to make some compromises here and there. I like listening to Distractables, so it's a podcast with Markiplier and some of his friends. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's something to help me distract while I work. Sitting there in silence is just killing. It kills the soul. So I like listening to that. I listen to Critical Role. It's not technically a podcast, but I listen to their podcasts, and just that's like 4 or 5 hours an episode or something like that, and that really helps fill the silence. And then one of my guilty pleasures that I like to listen to is Bad Friends. So it's kind of offensive stuff, but all in good faith. So it's a fun thing to listen to. I love local bands. I listen to Short Straw, Desmond and the Tutus, Matthew Mall, Jeremy Loops, Spookwolf, a lot of different local bands, rock bands that I really enjoy. So with my time here, I think it was a lot less about what we learned in lessons and assignments and things like that, and a lot more about the lessons we didn't realize we were being taught. I think we were incredibly blessed with the industry professionals we had as lecturers. Having those people at your disposal, being able to ask them questions, and just talking about the things that your project you're working on and hearing their input. I think that's massively valuable. I think a lot of us don't take full advantage of that. Ek is stout for a cheese curl. Cheese curls are amazing. I don't know, I can't get enough of them. It feels like those big packs, you just eat them, but it feels like you just ate a small pack, so you need to get more. But no, I love a cheese curl. I think gaming is the obvious answer, because I am in that industry. But it's important to switch off, move away from that environment sometimes. So I enjoy going on hikes, going to the gym, being active. I think removing yourself from the environment really brings clarity. So I think that's important. I think it's basically summed up in fail faster. Try different things, experiment, try bang your head against the wall a few times, see if it helps, not literally, but just whack at the problem as much as you can and learn from it. That and asking for help is wildly underrated.